from our host, Limpopo Government and Polokwane Municipality. Gates open at 3 p.m. and tickets start from 70 Rand for adults with special rates available at 40 Rand for children under 12 at all Ticket Pro outlets. If you can't make it to Polokwane, catch the game live on SABC2 at 6 p.m. or visit sabcsport.com. For more details, visit safa.net and Bafana Bafana on X and TikTok.
Yo told me he been on some positive, yeah. Lately I just wanna show up and body, yeah. Always been a little mathematician. Lately this cash I'm getting got me losing count of these bags. I've been moving too fast. Hard times don't last. Remember when cops are rats talking out too fast? Boy, you ain't with a badge. All my life, they been trying to keep me down. All this time, never thought I'd make it out. No. All my life, they be trying to keep me down. I decided I had to finish, but the media called me a menace. I just sat with the million politicians, I'm trying to change the image. You can't blame my past no more, I come from the trenches. Some said I'd never be a superstar, but I know I'm different. I'm the voice, but the system ain't give me a choice. Know some people that's still unemployed. I know a felon who trying to get forward. Child support, your only support. For a visit, I'm going through courts. Went to jail, they was chaining me up. And you know that I'm famous in the clutch. See how you gon' joke about stimulus, but they really had came in the clutch. I know some kids wanna hurt themselves. Stop trying to take drugs, I refer to myself. Trying to better myself, trying to better my health. But all my life, they be trying to keep me down. All this time, never thought I'd make it out. No. All my life, they be trying to keep me down. First generation ghetto, cold world, hello. Made it out the city with my head on straight. Keep shooting up the let out. Yo, enjoy the pill, gotta get out. I spit out, it's a cheat code like I'm facing a Rico. I put a hit out, and another one, and another one. I got like 100 of them by the left, so they think they ahead of me, but I'm really in front of them now. Some of them fumbling they bad, the little crumbs that they had. A reminder to humble yourself, could be gone in an instant. Me, I'm running long distance, all pistons firing. I've been stuck between maybe retiring and feeling like I'm just not hitting my prime. These days, seeing rappers be dying way before they even getting they shine. I never even heard of Lil Buddy, till somebody murder Lil Buddy. Now I'm on the phone searching Lil Buddy name, got her playing his tunes all day in my room. Thinking damn, wicked to get their names buzzing, some gotta go lay in a tomb. And media thirsty for clicks. I got a new rule, if you ain't never posted a rapper when he was alive, you can't post about him after he get hit. It's simple, it's the principle, on any tempo, I'm invincible. Don't even rap, I just vent to you. I'd rather that than an interview most days. Small like I'm going through a phase, young shoot out the whip like road rage. I pray all of my dogs stay so paid, and the only thing to kill them is old age. All my life, they be trying to keep me down. All this time, never thought I'd make it out. No. All my life.
It's 25 minutes after 8 on True FM like no one else. Welcome to the Fresh Start. If you just joined us, beautiful music coming through from J. Cole, All My Life. Right now, as promised, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mzansi's number one of the brilliant, one of the greatest we've ever had to experience in the world of football, in this country, in the continent, and I still believe today, in the world. Itu Milion Khotman, are you good?
I'm good, and how are you?
Awesome. Welcome to Ekabecha, first of all. And can I just please say, if you see the weather outside, it's a bit drizzly.
Yeah.
Please don't be surprised if it gets windy. And don't be surprised after getting windy, it just gets sunny and very hot. So you'll get all the seasons all in one day here in Port Elizabeth. So, first of all, before we continue doing anything, how are you finding this side of the country so far?
Thank you very much for hosting us, myself and NetBank. And good morning to the listeners of True FM. I think I've been here a couple of times. I've played here and I don't remember losing a match whenever we played here.
Flex on us.
So this is Kaizer Chiefs happy hunting ground. So it's always good to be in Gqeberha
Yeah.
because I've never lost a match here. So hopefully they will continue where I left off.
Bring all the luck with you. Come through with it. Come through with it. I'm sure the supporters as well cannot wait for that. I've got a lot of questions. But firstly, the Nedbank Cup. It's a momentous occasion
Yep.
for a lot of spectators, for a lot of fans,
Yep.
especially Kaizer Chiefs fans. We know Kaizer Chiefs is one of the biggest clubs we have in the entire continent.
Yep.
And what do you think that fans can expect when you bring all of this, the energy, all the should the opposition fear Kaizer Chiefs as much as now you're bringing in the luck that you've always had and not losing a single game coming here?
Yeah, no, I think Kaizer Chiefs is a big institution in Africa, and it's also being recognized worldwide. So, you know, the club's rich history, and I'm happy to have contributed in that history.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want them to win the Nedbank Cup and go back to their glory days.
Glory days. Now, speaking of glory days, there's one moment where I've always felt like, should I ever get to meet you, I need to understand what was going through your head. It was back in 2015.
Yeah.
The Scorpion kick save that you did. The ball came through. Were you flexing or it just happened out of the blue?
No,
What was going through your head?
Usually I would do it at training.
Is it?
Yeah, and the guys would say you must do it in the match. We want to see how brave you are. And in the official match. So I said, no, I want to try it in the derby. But I was like, that's too risky. It might end my career. So I tried it against Mpumalanga Black Aces. And people thought that the game was finished. But when Manyama took that shot,
Yeah.
and the ball was still in the air, that's when the referee blew the whistle. But I had already made up my mind that
do it.
I'm gonna do it anyway, so that I can just give people a fright.
Just a glimpse.
Yes, so that if I do it in the derby, no one should be shocked.
It takes a lot of courage to do that kick. And every time when I'm looking at it, I feel like in as much as it was not a goal, but it should have won at least the Pushkas. It was not a goal, yes, but I feel like you
Yeah.
at least got in there.
I know we are pushing it now. You
You must teach the young boys. You must teach the young boys to do it. We want to see that type of brilliance again.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on my skills to the future generation.
Now, before we move on, I want to talk about the Nedbank Cup.
Yes.
You have a rich history about the Nedbank Cup, and I also feel like it wouldn't be fair for me not to at least try and understand the healthy relationship and the healthy rivalry that happened between two of the best goalkeepers at the time, and I still believe even now that we had at the time. The beautiful, healthy rivalry that you have with the late Usenzo Meyi. How
Yeah.
was it? How did it fuel you as an individual? Because I feel like in as much as you guys were playing for big opposition teams,
Yeah.
but surely that brought that spark with you, and you both played for Ibafana Bafana still.
Yeah, no, my relationship with the late, may his soul rest in peace, it started back in 2002, and we were playing for our schools, and that's when our rivalry started. He used to represent Bophelo Secondary School, where Orlando Pirates players were attending, and we were attending at Sambanabas College. So now, whenever those schools played, it was more of a derby. So that's how the rivalry came between myself and Senzo. We didn't want to concede goals. And then we met at the national team under 17, and we said, because I grew up looking up to Brian Balo, he grew up looking up to Okpara. So we were like, this rivalry, we're going to take it to the national team and to the first team.
First teams.
And we made sure that whenever there were camps that were called, we were together. So that's the bond we created, and it got into the field. We used to push each other to our limit because he was good, I was good.
Exactly.
And as soon as the coach starts putting the starting 11, he would start from the defense to the striker, and he would ask the players to vote who he should play between Kune and Meyiwa. So that's how the rivalry was, but it was a good and healthy rivalry.
Definitely. And it speaks with the brilliance that you guys brought into the field.
Yeah.
And now with the history of the Nedbank Cup,
Yes.
and people older than me will remember the Nedbank Cup with its old name, where it used to be called by a lot of names. I'm not going
Yeah.
to call them; it's going to reveal some of our age.
Exactly.
So, what do you think Nedbank brings to a lot of fans, spectators around Nelson Mandela Bay have always complained about not a lot of matches coming through. We only just watch the big clubs playing outside of Nelson Mandela Bay, and right now the cup is coming through. How do you think this is going to impact the enthusiasm for people to come through and watch this beautiful game?
I think we need to give Nedbank their flowers, because it's the only competition in the country that gives lower division teams an opportunity to play against the PSL teams. And mind you, there's coaches who aspire to coach in the PSL, that they are going to meet their role models. There's players who also idolizes players who play in the top flight football, and they get an opportunity to play against them and hopefully be signed by one of the big clubs. So remember Aubrey Modiba, he came from the program that Nedbank came up with years back, and now he's one of the biggest assets in the country. He's playing for the national team. He's playing for Sundowns. He's won so many trophies. So that's what Nedbank does. It gives back to the communities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. The tournament of giant slayers.
Yes,
That's what they call it.
and to be quite honest, in the past 18 years that they've been with PSL, they've given back to the communities, because Nedbank Cup, it's all about the people.
Yeah.
So for Nedbank to build 10 multi-purpose fields, it's great.
That's a big thing.
Because they involve the communities.
The corporate social investment side of Nedbank is brilliant, especially with the Nedbank Cup.
Yeah.
Now, I want us to take it a bit lighter. We've seen you from the field, off the field, doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
How do you balance remaining a private person, but at the same time with your internet life being one of our most favorite things that we can ever expect? And especially, there's a clip of you that every once in a while it makes rounds where you were playing a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And we love that clip. Please don't ever delete that. We love it. But how do you balance between you as a professional, loving sport, being a practitioner of sport, even outside of the field, to your internet life?
I think I have to give credit to my wife. She's playing a huge role where she's my manager now, and it's good to have someone very close to you who knows you from head to toe. So she's playing a huge role, and she keeps she keeps my feet firmly on the ground, and that's why you don't read too much about Itu.
Yeah.
And of the field incidents. That's why you'll never read about that, because since myself and my wife got together, she has played a huge role. And obviously I have a team of 5 people that I'm surrounding myself with, that we all want to grow with.
Yeah.
So I think the whole team deserves the credit that Itu's feet his family on the ground.
That's brilliant.
Kune, I have a song by Mthandeni SK and Lwandlu Nkulu Paris. I want to know what's the song means to you. Yes. I wanna know what it means.
Yeah, no, remember I married a Zulu queen. So in December we hosted the whole family, and I think I took a nap on the couch, and all of a sudden I heard this song play, and I thought I was dreaming. Then I woke up and I was like, this song is beautiful, please play it again. And I just started dancing to it, because I'm a person who listens to all genres.
Yes.
Yeah, you can even see from my list.
Yeah.
I didn't just send one genre.
I love that. We have Itumeleng Nkuna. If you have any questions, pull through on our social media platforms on Facebook, Single True FM. We are live. Ubangaba kufuna usibasibuza umbuzo ku Itumeleng Nkuna. Pull through True FM on Facebook, and the hashtag is #TheFirstStart. I am live on TikTok, Zizi Zips Mpopoma. Thandeni SK teaming up with Lwandlu Nkulu, and this one is called Paris. Do enjoy.
Kuya ngokuthi ungubani, uhamba izindawo ezinjani, uphila nabantu abanjani, uphethe isitayela esinjani. Kuya ngokuthi ungubani, uhamba izindawo ezinjani, uphila nabantu abanjani, uphethe isitayela esinjani. Ngangithanda into enhle, amandla ngamina, ngifisa umuntu wangempelisi, inhlisa naye nayena. Ngangithanda into enhle, amandla ngamina, ngifisa umuntu wangempelisi, inhlisa naye nayena. Tutututa Ugijima ufilela ngakithi manje manje izulu khandela ngolofana kabe ngithi ngiyusuyita ngikhabule ngawathengalami manje manje izulu khandela matshe abantu bathuthanda ibona asiyozala nkomondi bekhethi indoda engenamali, indoda engenalutho. Mali yakho phetha kanjani, mali yakho ithanda kanjani, ngoba mali iyasebenza, wena khona. Mali yakho khona kanjani, mali yakho funa kanjani, ngoba mali iyasebenza, wena khetha khona. Mali yangu khona kanjani, mali yangu khetha kanjani, ngoba mali iyasebenza, wena khona. Sumayabaya, alabaya, sumayabaya, alabaya, sumayabaya, alabaya, sumayabaya.
Hello mqubulo lebesudlala igama lakhona uParis yakamthandeni noDlunkulu ingoma yakayithumele nkhune leyo.
Love it. Love it. Managers, I think there's still time to rearrange your list of presenters. I think we just found a new one.
I tried.
Since you spoke about your wife, I want to know, you are a family man, you have kids, you have a wife. Ndifuna uyazi dabana kunjani endlini, abantwana banjani, like how is it like at home, outside of sport, outside of umsebenzi wakho, kunjani ekhaya?
No, I've really enjoyed being a father. I've enjoyed fatherhood, and I enjoy every moment with my kids and my wife. And uyazi abantwana abancinci bayahlupha.
Yes.
So they are at the age where they will ask questions, mawuthi ngicela wenze so that why? You have to reason, but they just give you attitude.
Yes.
So myself and my wife, after dropping them off at school, we miss them during the day. Then by the time 3 o'clock is close by, then we start complaining. Hey, we know we miss them, but when they get here, hey, it's problems. So as soon as they walk inside the house, then trouble starts.
Someone is saying, Afaku TikTok, you have turned into DJ Itu.
Wow.
Uti maybe career change.
I'm trying.
And speaking of career changes, outside of football, outside of your professional life and football, what else are you doing on the side that people might not be aware of?
I don't like revealing too much, but
Fair.
I'm a businessman,
Love it.
and yeah, I've diversified my portfolio. So there's things that I'm doing, but that I can't reveal.
I love it. Now, I know this game is not fair. I'm going to ask us to play a game.
Yeah.
Quick game.
Okay.
This is, I had a long list, but I had to narrow the list down so that we don't spend a lot of time.
Okay.
I have 8 goalkeepers here.
Okay.
With these goalkeepers are paired 2-2-2-2-2. I am going to ask you to choose between the 2 names I'm going to call out.
Okay. Is it local goalkeepers?
Local
or-
goalkeepers only.
Okay.
Local goalkeepers
Who
only.
have played in the PSL?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just some are current, some have
Retired.
Retired, yes. So between these 2 goalkeepers, who would you choose? Ronan Williams, Muni Josephs.
Ronan Williams.
Ronan Williams, okay. Veli Motwa, Rowan Fernandez.
Rowan Fernandez.
Hans Fonk, Brian Baloyi.
Brian Baloyi.
Bruce Vuma, Senzo Meyo.
The late Senzo.
Okay.
May his soul rest in
May
peace.
his soul rest in peace. One of the brilliant
Yep.
goalkeepers we've ever had in the country. So now we have Ronan Williams, Rowan Fernandez, Brian Baloyi, and Senzo Meyo. Rowan Fernandez.
Why am I not on the list?
I mean, you're the greatest. As
I
the
don't
greatest,
belong there.
As the greatest, Ibrahimovic Zlatan would say, you don't compare lions to humans.
I'll take the compliment. I didn't say that.
Ronan Williams, Rowan Fernandez.
Ronan Williams.
Ronan Williams.
Yeah.
Brian Baloyi, Senzo Meyiwa.
Brian Baloyi.
Oh. So now we have Brian Baloyi and Ronan Williams.
Brian Baloyi. And I can reason why. Unfortunately, during their playing times,
Yeah.
they were not recognized
Aha.
like we were when I started
When we started
playing.
playing, yeah.
So maybe he has fewer individual honors, and Ronwen might have more. But when you look at how he contributed to the country, Brian Baloyi is far
Way ahead.
way ahead,
He was
way
ahead of his
ahead
time.
of every goalkeeper in the country.
And speaking of the local talent that we have, Andrea Rense raised an important issue yesterday
Yeah.
that in the country we might have a looming crisis of local top of the range goalkeepers. Do you think that is true? If you do think that is true, maybe what could be the reason behind South Africa not producing as much goalkeepers like we used to?
I don't want to sound xenophobic, but if you had to look how many South African goalkeepers do we have currently playing,
Yeah.
it's very few. All the teams are playing with foreign goalkeepers, and hence we can't even produce goalkeeper coaches after their playing careers. Like, I played 25 years, I retired. Now I have to think, am I part of the goalkeeper coaches that are sitting at home jobless, or am I gonna go try and compete with a foreigner or a goalkeeper coach who comes from outside the country? Because the list
these
is
are the
long.
facts.
So you have the Postnet Omonis, your Piris, like you have goalkeeper coaches who come from outside who have played in the PSL, but you don't
They're coming
have
back.
goalkeeper coaches who play in the PSL who are South Africans. So this thing starts from the grassroots. So if SAFA can start investing in the grassroots, we will produce goalkeepers and produce future goalkeeper coaches. Like even in the striking department, we are struggling.
Yeah, definitely.
Teams must start investing in striker coaches. Why would you invest in the goalkeeper coach but you can't invest in the striker coach? When last did we have a top scorer who has scored more than 20 goals?
Yeah.
Because
Damn,
the last
that's been
time,
a
it's
long
been
time.
since I think the last time we won the league 2015. The PSL announced that the top scorer who's going to break the record of Mbesuma will walk away with the car.
Imagine.
Maybe they even took back that car.
That card because it's been
Because
forever.
it's been forever.
It's been
So
forever.
there's the problem, and we lack in that department. Most teams, they play with foreigners, and when they retire, they take the sports that belongs to South Africans. Then it will empower us, and our national team will be stronger. But now we can't be having this crisis unnecessarily so.
We have a few questions. One on TikTok. Do you think of being a goalkeeper coach in future?
Definitely in future, but for now there are other things that I'm focusing on. In the future, definitely I will pass my skills to the future generation of South African football.
Now, I think I would be doing a disservice to a lot of Amakosi supporters, loyal supporters who have supported the club for a long time. If I don't ask this question, what is your assessment at the moment? Because a lot of people have been taming or labeling Kaizer Chiefs as the mighty that have fallen. What is your assessment at the moment with what's been going on at the club? A lot of people have been talking about the trophy drought and a lot of other things. What is your personal assessment of what's been going on in the club?
I think, to be quite honest, Kaizer Chiefs is just like any other club. There's big clubs that haven't won a trophy in a while, and it's not a big deal. But just because it's Kaizer Chiefs and it sells papers, it becomes a big deal. Like, they need to be given also an opportunity, because there were times where Kaizer Chiefs was dominant in South African football. And hence they say you win some, you lose some. You can't always win, you know. So people mustn't be too hard on Kaizer Chiefs, but it's the fans that put pressure on players. And whenever players don't perform on the day, they suddenly become bad players. So they are put under pressure by fans. So I hope the guys can be strong mentally, be able to handle the pressure, and be able to deliver the trophies that Kaizer Chiefs deserves. Because during my era, we won 4 trophies, and that was the last time we won the trophy for the club. And after that, yes, now it's 10 years or 9 years drought, and they will fix things. Pirates also went through when they were winning treble. After that, drought. Sundowns is dominating now. Look at after they go through a drought, it will take them a long time to bounce back.
Lord, I say thank you. Me have to pray. Get on my knees and my head to the sky. When it's dark, hella lost. Shine a little light. Umtung abantu, nanding umtung abantu. Umtung abantu, nanding umtung abantu. Yabulela puti, yabulela sisi. Yabulela mama, yabulela dada. You give me the love I need. You let me be who I wanna be. You give me the love I need. You let me be who I wanna be. Imithandazo yenu, nobubele benu. Or you could have been doing something else with your life, but you chose to be here by my side. So me have to thank you. Me have to change your life and mine. Lord, I say thank you. Me have to pray. Get on my knees and my head to the sky. When in the dark, hella lost. Help me shine little light on mine. Umtung abantu, nanding umtung abantu. Umtung abantu, nanding umtung abantu. Yabulela puti, yabulela sisi. Yabulela mama, yabulela dada. Give me the love I need. Let me be who I wanna be. Give me the love I need. Let me be who I wanna be. My people gas me up. Mama said they would respect me. I went past these so-called dogs. Didn't even address me. They show me love. They know I'm up. I doubled up and I came from the dust. Okay, I'm blowing up. Ain't we growing up? I be with the squad. We toasting up. Lord, I say thank you. Me have to pray. Get on my knees and my head to the sky. When in the dark, hella lost. Help me shine little light
love it. MT pulling through with thank you on hashtag the fresh start at FM go 89.3 to 107.8 like no one else is actually nabuzizi posips mpopoma no Azile Maka. And in studio we have Itumele Mkhune. If you have any questions, pull through on 072-999-8092 on Facebook. We are True FM and the hashtag is hashtag the fresh start. We are live with page yes at True FM on Facebook. Make sure your colors yangena usibukele live. Let's play some of those questions zethu with Itumele Mkhune.
The Seagulls want to play their hearts out to secure maximum points on home soil.
And Pedro could be in here. Pedro's one-on-one. Joao Pedro.
Hashtag the first start at True FM. Like no one else. Idu, we have a question on TikTok. Uklut Uti, hi Idu. My question is that has Chiefs approached you to coach in the goalkeeping department?
Very direct of a question.
Yeah, no, Kaizer Chiefs gave me time to think about it, whether I want to be a goalkeeper coach or not. So I said I will get back to them with my answer.
Okay. Do you see yourself working for Orlando Pirates with any position?
It's possible. People have been jumping ship, and a job is a job. As a man, you have to put bread on the table, regardless of where you work. A job is a job.
Brilliant. Now we have a voice note. Let's quickly hear what they say.
Okay.
Oh, Itu! Asha mai. Alokhu sikoda ke bendithanda indlela ebedlala ngabe bendithanda xa ikhaba esuka ngasemva mfundini Itumele Mkhune uyayitosa beyitosa ise straight ku player yakhe. Yimani kanibuzeni madoda ithini into yakho ebecoachwa lanto kanye wenzenzela kwani becoachwa ngoba kaloku into esiyaziyo uHabhani wasixelela Brian Habhani uqhawula umtya wathi awucoachwa ke bemfundisi ba uqhawula njani umtya. Yabona moseza bhola xa iphuma ngene phakathi. Wendifuna uva ba ku Itu ba lamtoso wakhe because ayikabikho ukhipho wenza lakho.
Itu kunjani bro kunjani amani mfethu awukhe nje ungitshela ukuthi kuba njani ukuba yi-number 1 goalkeeper in the country uzizwa njani kuba njani kumnandi uba ne-pressure awungitshele ufuna ukwazi and usitshele ukuthi kahle kahle ukuphi uphilaphi manje ukukhosi or sokwenye indawo ngoba siyazibuza ukuthi ukhune usesekukhosi or sekamuvele Samuel MGZGP program from David John Hula.
Yeah. 2 questions. First one, ball distribution, a masterclass. I feel like we need a masterclass actually on how to distribute the ball. The best in the world. How do you do it? Did you train for it specifically yourself as an individual, or was it a coach that taught you how to do it?
I saw it from someone. The former Argentinian number 1, Abonde Nziri, in 2006 World Cup in Germany. And I also saw it for the first time when Kaizer Chiefs was participating in Peace Cup, Korea, Japan in 2002. And as soon as the first team came back, I saw Brian Baloyi and Rowan Fernandez doing it. But they were kicking it only in the air. So now when you get to the village, there's 2 fields. They are separated by the lines. So what happened was myself and Rowan Fernandez got into that grid in between the 2 fields. And we kept on kicking to each other. Within that grid.
Precision,
and it's
right
just a small space that's separating the 2 fields. The next thing I miskicked and the ball went on the ground, but within the grid. And I was like, wow.
Okay.
This might be a weapon. Let me try it. It's something different because Rowan is going up. Brian Baloyi is also going up. and I just miskicked, but it might be a weapon.
Yeah.
And I quickly started mastering it.
Yeah.
And I worked on it while I was still with the development, but I was having the privileges of training with the first team. So that's how I got an opportunity to practice with Rowan. And I perfected the craft, but I wasn't promoted at that time.
At the time,
so
yeah.
I started showing people when I got promoted and I started playing regularly how to distribute
the ball
directly to the player.
We can't amount.
And
Straight
on my
to the
way
post that
here,
you want.
I'm telling the guys that this is the type of weather I used to enjoy. Because I had special gloves for it, and I would think of the distribution. So as soon as we go to the mills with the guys, I'll say, Parker, as soon as I get it, make sure
you're right.
Because remember, when transition wasn't as popular as it is now, we used to take 10 seconds. As soon as I catch the ball, 10 seconds to the opposition half and a goal.
A quick goal.
2-3 touches, a goal.
Simple.
So, this type of weather. I was like, hey.
Before we leave, one last question. We know that every goalkeeper has that 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 strikers there where they feel like this is my kryptonite. I don't want this guy to play when I'm around. Who was that 1 or 2 strikers for you?
Kemi Terasmas. That short pen.
Yeah.
He used to give me nightmares. Yeah. And from Bafana he'd say, I'm going to score past you, and say, no. He used to hit me with rockets.
He tells you.
Yes, says. He would tell me that I'm going to score against you. And he's short and he's quick.
He's very quick.
So when you think, no, he's about to kick, and you set, he's not kicking. He pushes the ball. As soon as you want to engage, then the next thing, boom. Yo. I used to give me nightmares. And even Knowledge Mosona used to give me nightmares at training, imagine.
Quickly, we have 1 minute before siyazindabeni. Kukho umuntu othi please predict imatch namhlanje between the Pirates ne SuperSport.
Pirates to win.
Okay.
And into yala ekhaya ne esize lapha eBhayi. Sicela ama support afike early stadium. And noma baphethe i-general ticket ngoba ba early mababona any promoters baye kubo, give them that ticket, and then bazobaletha ku VIP so that they can have a VIP experience throughout the game.
Oh, that is nice.
So sicela sifikeni early stadium, please.
I love that.
You might be the lucky one. Get to watch the whole 90 minutes even extra time and penalties, who knows.
Ooh.
But I'm here for that experience.
Oh,
brilliant.
Cela ndifikeni early so hlalane VIP nibe nene experience different.
Nkosi kakhulu Mr. Khune, thank you so much sir.
Kubanga mina.
Siyabulela. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Botman.
Yeah.
All the best for today and to
Thank
the
you
teams.
so much.
You're going to have a nice time in Port Elizabeth. We'll make sure of that.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. Always good to be back in Tebeka.
Thank you so much. But it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. DJ Camp is up next with the top 30. It's time for the news.
SABC News, independent and impartial with Siseko Kondile.
The top stories at 9. Morero commits to address service delivery challenges in Joburg, and the ANC reacts to murder of Gqeberha activist. Good morning.